Hey guys, welcome back, and this is my very first battle on the Guerrilla 15. I have had the Guerrilla 15 like since it came out 2 weeks after the release or something. I even still remember having the on-track op available when I got it, but this is also a very old gameplay, I should say, because this is back in update 3.5 and we're in update 3.9 at this moment. But if you're wondering where the hell I'm going, because this was also the update with the new movement mechanics, you can go on this hill on Sephiroth, for people who don't know. Unfortunately, Sephiroth is no longer in the rotation, or at least it hasn't been for a long time, but they changed that on console like every month on the amount of maps you can play. Sometimes you almost only have console exclusive maps, and then all of a sudden you also have the revamped and console versions of the PC maps, because some maps like Provorovka and Northwest, they have changed and didn't delete. That's kind of a nice thing though about console. There are so many maps, actually too many maps. There are like, I think 12, 13 console only maps right now, and the most recent now is the Paris map. Well, it's also on PC, but they changed it a little bit and called it Ravaged Capital, but I'll talk about another moment when I actually get a good game on that. But I actually managed to do this in first try, even with the slow traverse speed of this tank, luckily. But I'm already doing this for 1.5 minutes, trying to get up this hill, and it's getting a little bit tricky right here, because it's very steep and very slippery apparently as well, because rocks are very slippery. Well, then again, it's a snow map and probably is ice on it, but in the time it took me to get here, and I'm only halfway there yet, is we already lost 2 tanks, and we only took one of theirs, and I haven't done anything yet to support my team. And another thing that can happen is if your team does really well, they just push straight through this road here, and you're finally on where you're supposed to be, and it's just useless. Ooh, almost fell down there. And you're just useless, and you have to go off the mountain again, and hopefully you don't crash your tank. Quick opinion about the Guerrilla, I fucking love it. And it's like so much better. Well, it's not better than the Alpha 100 in my opinion, but you're at least constantly in the game instead of if you have to reload. Ooh, and I make a little mistake. Yeah, I drive forwards, but luckily you don't lose any health. But I did get spotted there. Maybe I drove on forward on purpose. But I was trying to take out the Tiger too, so I could get undetected again, but I failed pretty hard. And I thought I was stuck here permanently for a little while, but luckily I managed to get up again. And, ooh, a bad shot, lightly armored vehicle. And my very first shot in the Guerrilla ever is a slight high roll as well, always nice. But yeah, I said about the RV100, I think RV100 is still better because it's fully unnerfed on console still. Still has the 6 shells, didn't get the dispersion buff on the gun. They only took the 40 meters view range away from him. Ooh, an IS-7. Nice. And I managed to bounce on the engine deck of an IS-7 because Russian. Because they are able to do anything. And Russian accuracy, or German accuracy, sorry, I mean, is of course the worst in the game. I totally don't have the most accurate gun in the game. This tank. One thing I had about a Guerrilla though, it says it has 1.5 seconds aim time. Oh, shot on the fucking IS-7, and it bounced on the side armor of an IS-7 because Russian. Although it says that the Guerrilla has only 1.5 seconds aim time, which of course is amazing. But look at the huge ass dispersion on this vehicle as soon as you move the turret or the chassis just a little bit, which makes the 1.5 seconds like earlier more like almost 3 seconds aim time. Because the hidden stats, you know. Ooh, and if I knew I could finish the bat shot off, if I paid a little bit more attention, I would have taken the shot at the bat shot. Because I always tend to take out the autoloaders, especially because they become more and more dangerous the longer they are in the game. Because I'm full health now, but I won't be for long. But luckily I managed to finish him off, because I'm going to take a pretty bad beating. Oh, there's the IS-7, but I just fired. I should pull back, but of course it's Russian, so it just can snapshot on me. Russians don't need to aim because they have the best guns in game. But no, nice enough lead, nice shot, and I almost get killed for it though. Losing in a total of 1300 hit points, a little bit more than that, but Still not dead, luckily, almost. Not really worth a trade, but then again it's an auto-loading scout, so it's pretty worth it actually when I think about it now. Because, like I said, I have auto-loaded tanks myself. I have the AUF E100 because I just said they never removed it, and you know, there are actually a couple in this game which are going to be spotted in a little while. They're spotted now on the B6 line, but they're out of my render distance. But I'm going to rate them all the way down, man. Well, I kind of say that, of course, because of the YouTube thing, but I don't make any money off YouTube, so it shouldn't really matter for me. But there are the double AUF E100s, because the Great Gun Arc on this tank makes it so I can sort of side scrape, finish one of the AUF E100s off. But I make a little mistake here. I could easily load high explosive right now, but I didn't think he was going to be spotted for that long, so I take a shot at E100 now, and well, now I managed to load the high explosive though, but I'm out of their render distance, so I can just sit here safely without hopefully they seeing the tracer shot of me where it's coming from. But most people already forgot where the hell I am at this point. And 1002 damage and breaking his gun, which is of course nice as well. So one more shot to finish off the AUF E100. What the hell was I talking about again? Oh yeah, about how the AUF E100 is still better because it's fully unnerved and most accurate gun still misses sometimes, you know. But T123 managed to finish him off. And this is kind of the moment I actually should go down from the hill, because I already had pretty good result here. No means necessary Unicom or whatsoever, because I am just not a Unicom player. I just managed to mark my first tank ever, which by the way is the BZ-58 Muts, because I'm grinding my way through the tank like crazy, man. I enjoy the tank so much. But there are only 4 tanks remaining, but I overstayed my welcome here basically, and I actually should be moving down. But ooh, AUF Panzerfair, my son of a tank. But a Mystic Magical Ghost Shell just disappeared into nowhere. That's why it's a Ghost Shell, and it's mystical and magical as well. But the IS-7 is still alive, and oh, he just died. Wow. Well, finally, that Russian RNG is out of the game for now, because all that's left is a WZ, which is spotted at the moment, but outside my render distance, I know. And he also... oh wait, it's a French tank? I thought it was a WZ. But the AMX is dead then. And now I just have to wait here to wait for the AUF Panzerfair to get spotted again. I can take the shot, but I'm not doing that. And most accurate gun in game, and it hits the building. Oh, that was not a ghost shell. And he just get hit for an exact 1000. And now I'm waiting for the reload, which isn't too bad on this tank. I still have a 75% crew on this tank at the moment, because my reload's under 14 seconds nowadays. Now it's like 14 and a half, so it gets almost... it's almost better for a whole second, actually, now. But he is spotted again, and look at this narrow shot, man. I actually managed to hit that, and I'm like, wow. But that's the game. Tried to go suicidal, but I was a little too late. I don't know why I want to kill myself anyway, but you can get less credits when you die, of course. But no way means necessary an amazing game, but still almost 5k damage for the very first battle. In this tank, I actually have the damage record over 8,000 on this tank at the moment. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye!